Hello everyone, and welcome to the Cooking in Nature channel. Today we'll join Tavakul as he prepares a delicious and unique grilled beef rib dish, along with a colossal hamburger. First, he crafts a makeshift grill using an old cable spool. He cuts a circular section around the core, revealing a hollow center perfect for burning wood. Then he heads back to the kitchen, slices some butter, and uses a mortar and pestle to crush a few garlic cloves. A chili, and some fresh rosemary from the garden. Living in nature has its perks. We have all kinds of herbs right outside our door, ready to be used without a trip to the supermarket. After blending the garlic mixture with the butter, Tavakul returns to the grill setup, applying clay around the spool to protect the wood from burning during the cooking process. Back in the kitchen, he takes out 2 large beef ribs, trimming off excess bone and fat to prevent charring and enhance the flavor. He washes the ribs in a nearby stream and then preps some white mushrooms and tomatoes to grill alongside the meat. Adding a bit of onion for good measure. He places small pieces of kindling and dry straw into the grill and lights them. Just as he's getting started, a sudden rain shower hits. But no worries, it will pass quickly. After about 10 minutes, the rain stops, and Tavakul adds larger logs to maintain a strong fire. He seasons the ribs with salt, then uses a large stone for grilling, explaining that cooking on stone helps retain heat and cook the meat evenly without burning. The fun part begins as he places the ribs on the stone, pressing them down for even cooking. After a while, he lifts the meat to check its doneness and flips them over. Once the ribs are nearly done, he adds the tomatoes and mushrooms to the grill. Knowing that veggies cook faster than meat, he also ensures to grill the sides of the ribs for even cooking. Even though it's not finished yet, my stomach is already growling. How about you? Let me know in the comments below. After about 20 minutes, everything is ready, and he brings the food inside for the next step. Remember that garlic butter mixture? It's time to use it. He slathers it over the ribs, wraps them in parchment paper, and adds a layer of foil for cooking en papillote. He places it in the grill where the coals are still hot, suspending it in the middle to prevent burning. then covers it with a pot to retain heat. He says this will help keep the meat tender and moist. What an experienced chef. As we wait for about an hour, he pours himself a glass of wine and enjoys some pastries while taking in the beautiful surroundings. Finally, it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. He carefully unwraps the foil, releasing an incredible aroma. After removing the bones, he slices the tender, juicy meat, which looks absolutely mouthwatering. He arranges the meat and vegetables on a plate, serving it with some bread. Honestly, this meal looks fit for a king. Later in the afternoon, he'll be preparing an enormous hamburger for us to admire and learn from. First, he slices some onions and starts the grill again, mixing ground pork with the onions for the filling. He then crushes garlic and adds it to the meat, along with some spices from the video. Letting the mixture marinate. Next, he grabs a large jar of flour, adds salt and yeast, along with some water and 3 eggs. And mixes it all together. After kneading the dough, he lets it rest for about 20 minutes. Taking a moment to brew a cup of coffee and enjoy some fruit. At this point, his goat comes by, eager for a snack. And soon it brings some friends along. When the time is right, he takes the dough, places it in a mold, brushes it with egg wash, sprinkles sesame seeds on top, and puts it in the oven. After 20 minutes, it's finally baked. He takes it out and preps the meat filling for grilling. While also getting shred cheese ready for later. He cuts some tomatoes and bananas in the meantime. After 30 minutes, he adds the cheese on top of the meat, letting it melt for a few moments before taking it out. He then slices the bread in half, spreads ketchup and butter on both sides, layers in the lettuce and meat filling, adds the tomatoes and bananas, and tops it with the other half of the bread. There's our massive hamburger. Now it's time to slice and savor it. I bet you're craving a bite right now. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Goodbye.